Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas. So, this year, after not being back home for Christmas for the past 4 years, I decided this year I would go home for Christmas. And I am so happy and excited that I did do that. I surprised family, I surprised my sister Kim, I surprised my mom and dad. My older children, they knew I was coming because I also just bought myself a car. So my old car, I was returning that one home to my son back home in Louisiana. So my daughter and I, we decided to do like a follow along. She drove her car. I drove my old car, and we got the old car home. And when we returned home, we both returned home in her car. So now I only have my new car to concern myself with. But while I was back home, my dad, he has always had beautiful plants. He loved gardening. He keeps beautiful plants in the house. And I asked him for a few of his plants. And when I say he fought and fought, I was like, it's okay, Dad. If you can't get him a loose, it's okay. He fought to make sure he could get plants pulled apart in order for me to have plants to bring back home. So I'm going to get these names out of the way right quick because I just went to the nursery and they gave me the proper names for everything, and I don't want to forget. Now, this is something we always called an ivory plant, so I don't know if there's another name for it, but at the nursery, the plant nursery, she called it a pothos. So this is a pothos. I'm going to be repotting this, and he has it in water, and it has beautiful roots on it. So I'm going to go ahead on and pot that. I also have here, I'm not gonna worry about forcing it back in there because I'm about to repot it anyway. This one, I want to say she called a bromeliad. Yeah, I think she said it's a bromeliad, and she asked me, does it flower? Now I hadn't seen it flower, but this was two plants together, and my dad did say that the plant had flowered. It did flower. Now she told me that they normally flower only once in their lifetime. So because this one is the baby that he pulled off, I may actually see a flower come from this one. And this big beauty here is a hydrangea. So I'm gonna also let you see how I transported everything home. So both of these were in this bag with saturated paper towel. So I've had them in these bags for maybe about 3 days, and they survived pretty well. See a bee, and bees have been keeping me off of my balcony, but I do have something to eventually treat that. So this one is the hydrangea, and he said that this flowers also. So I'm just excited to get all of these potted, and I will do my best to take good care of them because these are plants from my dad. So I have been wanting to repot my succulents, and I did. If I sound stuffy, please forgive it. I had some kind of allergy attack going home. I guess transitioning between the different climates. I had sneezing fits where I would sneeze like 10 times in a row. So I have been suffering with my allergies for the past few days. But I have this succulent here. So if you know the name, know proper names for them, it's like 3 different succulents in this pot. I have this one. I'll say this is number one. This is succulent number 2 and succulent number 3. So if you have proper names for them, you can put it in the comments according to the number I gave. And then I have this little succulent here. And I noticed that it's 2 of them in this pot. So I'm going to go ahead on and get all of this potted. So for the succulents I did pick up. This is the soil they suggested at the nursery. So I have this for the succulents. And they said that this should be good for the rest of the plants. Oh, and I forgot to show you something. I also picked up these little bulbs. I think they call them paper whites. If not, I will correct it with text because I was supposed to research to see what they are before I actually started filming. But I picked 3 of these up, and the way they had these started with the roots is they were sitting in like a porcelain style bowl, something along this size with pebbles in it and water, and they were rooting beautifully. So that's how I'm gonna get these started. I may have pebbles inside where I could get these started like that before I'm done with the video, but I also have these little bulbs here. So I'm excited about all of these plants, and we're about to go ahead on and getting to repotting them. And also, I'm not feeling the dirt because my oldest daughter, if I could get these off, I don't want to mess them up before I get started. My oldest daughter convinced me to do something I haven't done in, I'm sure, over 15 years. Okay. So we went to the nail shop, and normally I just get a regular little manicure with maybe some gel polish or something. But she told the guy she's getting tips on do the full manicure. So in order to protect that, I'm wearing gloves because I don't want to have the big soil from under my nails. So we're about to get started. And I will start with, I will also show you guys the pot. I thought I was about to drop it. So I have, for the plants that I picked up from my dad, I have 3 of these right here because I knew I wanted terracotta pots, but I have 3 like this, and this is a lighter terracotta pot. So these were like $2.49, a lighter in color. I mean, this is the traditional color. This one was $6.99. I love this one, the color of this one, and this is what I will be repotting my succulent in. Hopefully, because I see this is kind of shallow, so this one is deeper. Hopefully, it doesn't make much of a difference. And the other succulent. Oh no. Okay, so this one I have for this succulent. That's okay. So I'm gonna get everything set. That's what I did. Okay, so that one is for that succulent. This one, the less shallow one, but wider, is for this succulent. So that's what I did. I tried to emulate what I had going already, but just get larger sizes. So I'm gonna get started with the plants that my dad gave me first. And I have been wanting to repot my succulents. Hopefully I don't have to go. I think I'm gonna have to go get scissors. So I'm gonna have to pause you guys for 1 second because I have to get these bags open. So I will be right back. Okay, so to all you plant experts, your advice is welcome. And as a matter of fact, I would love advice because my one goal is to have some beautiful, healthy, happy plants. So we're gonna start with a regular potting soil, and I think I may have to lower you guys a bit, just a bit, so that you can see the table. You may not be able to see me. You should be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm slightly still in front of you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is half fill all of these pots. I may go a little. No, I'll do half and just build around them. Okay, so I will start with the hydrangea, and to let you see it up close, there's a little baby here, and two big beautiful two big beauties here. So this is the tiny baby coming out. Now this is kind of dry. There's two stems on the side. I'm not sure if they're gonna do anything, and I may have to soon get another pot for this one because it looks kind of big for this pot, but they suggested at the nursery that this was fine, so I'm gonna go ahead on and use it. But I think that eventually, maybe within like a couple of months, I'll go get something bigger for this particular plant. So I'm trying to get it down deep enough. Oh, hi. Hey. But hold on. Okay, I'm back. Both me and my daughter are both really just getting up from our road trip, so she just got up and came checked on me. Uh, Our drive home was a little under 8 hours, so we made it home at a little before 9 a.m. We both just came in and crashed, went to sleep because it was so much activity going on. I was so excited to be around my grandbabies. And you know, when you're in the house with your grandbabies, that's not true sleep, but it's fun. It's still a fun time. So we're both just waking up. So when I woke up, I knew the first thing I wanted to do was get my plants together. So I went to the plant nursery and got everything I needed to get all of this done. So we're both really just getting up, and she's finally getting to look at the things that I got her for Christmas because we left out. We left on the 23rd. I'm getting dirt all over my dress. We left on the 23rd, but we were so excited, we didn't even worry about what was going on at home. And I think I'm going to start doing that because it's honestly, yes, we need our jobs, but to work for the holidays, which is the most important time to be with family, in my opinion. It's just something so wholesome about the holiday, and it felt so good to actually be with, especially my parents. You know, not seeing them for Christmas in the past 4 years, and this was year five. So year five, I made sure I got home, and it felt so good. So I think I'm gonna start doing that because it just felt really good. And my dad, he was like, "Oh, you didn't tell us you were coming. We would have had something for you." Of course, I can't bear gifts. I was not concerned about anybody getting me anything. My gift was actually being there and seeing my family, being around my family for the first time in all of that time. I'm not, oh, said, I should have put this one in the front as I was doing it. So this is how this one is coming out. And of course, I'm going to get them watered. Have it a little offset. I think I'm going to try to center it a bit with the soil. Now this one, I like the size of the pot for this one. This one, I'm gonna let it, the hydrangea, I'm gonna let it get started in here, but eventually I'm gonna change it. And the water catchers are these little plastic containers here. So I have like four. Okay, I have like four of these. Yeah, they're all the same size, and these will be my little water catchers until I find something better because I don't like the aesthetic of the plastic water catchers. But until I find something better, I will use those. So now we're gonna move this one further back, and I'm gonna start with this one here. Look at all of those roots on here. And he said that, I think he said that he started this one maybe a month ago. And I have been wanting to ask my dad for pieces of plants forever when I would go home. And I would always forget. I would leave and forget. But this time I remembered because I just knew I wanted to bring some plants back home. Okay, so I'm gonna get this one down. So my idea for this one, they have these little elbows on here. I think I'm gonna pin the elbows into the soil and see if the elbows will catch. But I'm gonna have to get like some pins that'll hold it down. But I want to do it as a gentle process. But I want to get pins that's gonna hold it down into the pot so that it'll go out full rather than just long. So that's what I want to do with this one. And I'm gonna give you guys updates on how the plants are doing. And I'm also gonna, I know for a fact, I'm gonna keep this one inside. I may I may let them all start inside. This one, the hydrangea, he has sitting at the front door. So this one is an outside plant. I'm not sure if I want it outside yet. I may start it off by my window. You guys can see the window right behind me. So I may line them all up on the floor at the window and let them all start off like that. So get enough soil in here. And I may have to find some hairpins to kind of, oh, you know what? I'm going to put soil directly on top of this stem. Uh-oh. I know that's a lot, but I know what I'm going for. I just want the the elbows to catch. I may still have to find a hairpin or something to hold it down. But I really think that is going to catch and do what I want it to do. Because I don't want it to just be long. I want it to be full. I'm gonna stand up. My dress is filthy. Okay. So what I'm going to also do is use the water that's in here. Sit them all inside a water catcher. I should have asked about food, but I'll do that next time I go. I was just so excited to get them into their little homing areas. Look at how beautiful, guys. I'm so excited about this. They are gorgeous. So I'm gonna wanna. So my plan is I know I'm gonna have to get more water. This is not gonna be enough for all of them. I just poured all of that on there, so I'll get more water for the rest of them. And make sure these elbows are covered. Just stick with me. I think it's gonna work. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a hairpin or something to hold this down. And I'm sure it will catch. I'm positive it will catch. And it's gonna be a full plant. So my goal for these are once I get them started and nice and beautiful, that I can possibly pull pieces to give to my children. And we will all have plants from my dad. It'll be a plants that's circling through the family that came from my dad. Okay, so next we're going to take care of this succulent. Now it's kind of struggling a bit, so I knew I should have repotted these much longer a long time ago, but unfortunately I'm just getting around to it, and hopefully they'll forgive me for it. So okay. Trying to make sure I have it. Okay, so my bulbs. I won't have a place to sit the bulbs. Yeah, I'm gonna figure this out. So this succulent is inside of a little plastic housing, and I'm gonna get that out. And this is how it looks. And I think I told you that I see two in here. So I'm not sure if I should. I may separate them inside of the pot to give them more space. I think I should do that. Hopefully it works. Everything is trial and error, and it's a learning process. Okay. This is what this soil looks like. It's a different soil for these. It even has these little wood chips in it. I'm gonna leave it as is. Let's see if I can pull these apart. Well, oh, good. They came up right apart. So it's two. And I just want to give them their own space inside of the pot. And I have a leaf here that's struggling, which I'm thinking may just pull it off. Because it looked like it's trying to survive, but it's struggling. So, all right, they have their own space. And, or, you know what I will do? I will leave this tiny one here and give you your own pot. That's what I'll do. Now these I just have to lightly water. But I think it should do just fine like this. Just a little bit more so. Alright. That leaf that's struggling, I think I'm gonna leave it alone and let it decide what it's gonna do on its own. If it turns that darkish color, then I'll pull it off. But it's just laying there. It's still green. It's been like that for a while, so why bother it? Okay, and this tiny one here is going to remain in this pot. I'll just add a little soil and allow it to do what it's gonna do. And put it right back in here. Okay. Making progress. Making progress. All right. Lastly, and I have been wanting to repot this one. I've been knowing that this one needed more space. Such a beautiful plant. And ironically, while I was home, my daughter's husband picked her up a succulent, beautiful succulent. I should have taken a picture of it. It's bigger than this one. I mean, it was a beautiful plant. Eventually, I'll get her to take a picture of it, and when I'm speaking of on the plants, I'll be able to show it to you guys. So I'm bring this one over a little bit. I should put the tray under here because there's a big hole at the bottom of this pot, so that soil's gonna fall straight through. Trying to develop my green thumb, guys. Hopefully I can. Because I love plants. Alright. Best way to get it out there lightly damp. Because I lightly watered them when I did make it home. Okay, good. Yeah, they're separating. Because I don't want to just pot them together in a huge cluster. I want to separate. Oh, and there's another baby here. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing with the baby stay by itself. And all the bigger ones will get a new home. Like I say, any advice is welcome. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. So my daughter's husband, he told her she doesn't know how to take care of flowers, so he's gonna give her giving her plants that she can't kill. I thought that was so funny. Now this pot, it doesn't even have a hole in the bottom. It's just flat, and I guess that's for the plants that are not meant to be fully watered. They're just meant to be kept moist. But I think that that plant nursery is about to become a home for me, just like the bookstore is. Oh, and speaking of bookstore, my daughter took me to Barnes and Noble. So I'm going to show you guys what she got me from Barnes and Noble while I was back home. We had such a good time. My oldest daughter back home took me to Barnes and Noble. My baby girl in here, we always out and about doing something. We actually just came off of a cruise in October. She took me on a cruise. It was a cruise for my birthday, but we went. My birthday is in September, but we went on a cruise in October. And I never did post all of my cruise footage. I may decide to put all that little stuff together and post it. But if you see it, just know that that's a back video. It's nothing recent. It's from October. Okay, I think this is everything aside from these. This tray is for this pot. So these bulbs, I'm gonna sit in water like they had at the place. So I wanna say, I'm not sure. I think she called these paper whites. I may have said that already. I can't remember. Because I tried to write down everything she told me, but I did not write that down because I noticed them when I was at the register. So I did not write that down. Okay. So I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna get the books that I'm gonna show you guys, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back with the water. I'm ready to water, and what I think I'm gonna do is, I think I've got enough moisture in this bag. I'm going to start the bulbs. I may add a little bit more for now until I get back to the plant nursery. I'm just gonna sit the bulbs in here. Oh, these sinuses are kicking my butt. Until I could get the pebbles, and I can even go to the thrift store and find a nice bowl the way I saw them sitting in that little bowl. That's kind of how I want to start these, but they should be okay in this moist bag. And I'll just let the roots, and I will definitely show you guys how they're doing. So I'll let them begin to root in here, and we're gonna get everything watered. I'll be a little more generous with this, with the on the hydrangea. I may have to go refill this bottle. You guys see what I'm doing? I'm also gonna put some name signs in them until I really get the names well. So with the succulents, I don't have to water them too much. So I now have 4 succulent plants, but I have 1, 2. I have 5 types. Oh, I had something else, another plant I needed to show you guys. I need to go out. So I think this is enough water for these. If I feel they need a little more, I'll add a little more. But their soil just needs to be moist. And these are draining. The water has drained down, so they may be okay. I don't want to oversaturate right now. If anything needs more water tomorrow, out of these 3, I'll add a little more water. But I think everything else is okay. So I'm gonna go get this other plant, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I just love my carnivorous plants. So I have my Venus flytrap here. I just picked this up today, and I'm not sure what the other one is. She said it's another carnivorous plant, but I'm not exactly sure what type that one is. But let's look at them both. And I have to get this wrapped up because we are about to lose daylight. So look at me starting my own little nursery. This is beautiful. It is beautiful, guys. So I can go ahead on in, remove the gloves, and I will show you my books. So first off, this is what my baby girl decided to get for me. She got me a pair of beads. She bought me some beads before, but it was the Beats earbuds, and unfortunately in January I lost them on the airplane. I was so hurt behind it. Lost them on the airplane. Didn't realize until I made it home that I lost them. So this was from my baby girl, and my oldest girl took me to Barnes and Noble. My iPad even still in here. I have not unpacked my stuff yet at all. So my oldest girl, we went to Barnes and Noble, and I saw this cute journal. Okay, so it's a Harry Potter theme, and it's a varsity jacket. But this is by Loungefly. I did not know Loungefly even made notebooks. And of course, it says Hogwarts on the back, has the H, And it just feels so nice. It even has that little varsity jacket feel. Oh yeah, the bookmark. This was separate. I picked up this bookmark because I thought it was cute. And the bookmark says, "My wine club has a book problem." This is so cute. Pick that up. And I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside of the journal. So it has this little tab here. The back is just straight down. And this is what all of the pages look like. So the pages is what actually this the jacket style and the pages is what sold me on this. And I saw that it was Loungefly. I was like, okay, I can see it, but I didn't know Loungefly made journals. So the other books I picked up is this is the book club of the year is Mona's Eyes. I have been seeing this book. I've been seeing a lot of talk on this book, so I just decided to go ahead and get it. I was looking at it, my daughter was like, "Go ahead and get it." So pick that up. And the last one is one I have been wanting for some time. I have it as an audiobook, but I wanted the copy. And this is The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin. Been wanting this book forever. So I finally have this one also. And lastly with books, guys, do not give up on the childhood fantasies. Before I left for my trip, I started reading the Spiderwick Chronicles again. I mean, such a cute story. And I was so upset because I set it on the bed to pack it with my things and forgot it at home. So I wound up getting it on my iPad because I was on like chapter 3, and I forgot the book at home. So I think the furthest I got so far, and it's a quick read. You can read this in one day. But being home with family and being so excited, the furthest I got is like I want to say 6, maybe 7. So I'm gonna go ahead on and finish this tonight. And I love how it has this the dust jacket on it with the scene from the movie. But under the dust jacket, it has the original cover. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get the rest of these. My daughter says that I have these already. I may have them in my storage. I don't know if I have the full set in my storage, but I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna go get a series of unfortunate events because I love these two stories. But this has been my plant repotting. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't let my coffee get cold. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead on and pin this one down, like I told you guys, and I'm gonna keep you all updated on the progress. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I got the heart dance. Hello.